started in December of 2007. Our goal basically was to create a space that was going to be interesting and in a creative environment where people would want to come and spend time and really enjoy what we felt would be the highest offering of coffee that we could provide. The number one word behind everything we try to do is quality, and it's been the foundation of our menu and everything we put on.
I'm the current director of the Potter's House. We are a nonprofit coffee house and campus ministry. Started about 12 years ago by Steve and Verna Prophet, who were living in this area and noticed a need for someplace safe for students to go. I think we bring an individual touch in the sense that we're not out to necessarily make a profit. We care about each person who comes to our door as if they are a unique individual. We want to be with them. We want to care for them and hang out with them. And so we do our best to get to know them by name. We want to know our students. We want to know our people who are coming in. But we are probably set apart because we do more nonprofit piece of it.
Our main project is giving back to the community as well as serving great coffee. So we're kind of a canopy of coffee. We roast, we supply to other shops. We help people open cafes, whether you want to open a Heroes of your own. We do training for barista training, we do recipe development. So we just have a really broad range of what we can do for our customers. And we cater to every shop, so if you want specialty drinks or an elaborate menu, we can help you do that. We also supply those shops. We can pretty much get you anything you need to run a coffee shop.
I like the people that come here. Big Mama's is like, we try our best. We're not like express coffee or anything. We try to make it good for people. I like it. I like to talk to people. I like to, see what they think of their drinks, if they like it, how I can make it better.
Well, I'm here at Hebrews because I think that Kevin does a great job, especially with his lattes. And I come here because I really like the mocha. I know that they make the syrups in-house, and so I'm really impressed by that. I think that atmosphere can make and break a coffee shop.
Quality, freshness, really try and set a pretty high standard here. So being able to get that coffee right as soon as it's roasted over here is pretty important. So it's fresh when the customer uses it.
My name is Kent Morrison. I'm the owner of Classic Rock Coffee. We've been open for about 18 months, but this concept probably about 3 years in the making. We used to have a warehouse in Nixa, but we moved up here to Springfield in order to build this model store so we could sell franchises to the concept.
The vision behind Your Asia Cafe is to take a for-profit model and give proceeds back to nonprofits. We really are focusing on what we call a bean-to-cup experience. And that means that our people, we are involved all the way from the coffee bean in the farm in Nepal or India or Guatemala, all the way through to the end when you're actually drinking your cup of coffee. It's not just a drive-through experience, but you stop in, you get to know the person that's making your drink and vice versa. And so that relationship is incredibly important.
I think that the espresso they use is really good. It's PT's, which is like an award-winning espresso coffee roastery in Kansas. And so I think they have really good coffee here. If I want just straight up good regular cup of coffee, I often go to Coffee Ethic for that.
Just the environment is really good to study in. I just like the feel of it. It's awesome. It's just like a real urban downtown. I come to the Coffee Ethic more than I go anywhere else, but I do I do expand out. I go to the hub down on Boonville quite a bit. I know those dudes on a personal level too, and I ride a bike, so get a cup of coffee, they work on my bike, and it just works out well.
Like, I think Street Street is fantastic. We get a ton of regulars in here all the time. I used to do my homework here a lot, and I think it's a really laid-back atmosphere compared to like a lot of the other coffee shops in town. Plus, I'm an avid bike rider, and I live right on Summit Street, so I just ride my bike over here.
Well, I think the biggest trend that we're seeing is just a more educated coffee base. People come in and they know what they want.
We know Oreo Quicksand is going to be one of our biggest sellers. It just is.
Because that's why it's named Big Mama's. Is we're trying to like cater to like treating you like mama, you know, like making you feel at home. That's that's the why we call it Big Mama's.
But there's this idea that the first place is your home. That's where you spend most of your time. The second place is work, and obviously a lot of us spend a lot of time at work as well. But people are looking for this third place. It's a place in the community where they can go, they can meet people, they can do homework, they can work on business stuff, they can go and pull out a board game and play. They want to do something social that's not at home, it's not at work, it's this third place. And I think coffee shops have a unique ability to provide that third place for people. And so it's all about relationships, it's all about community, and we're really designing our space here around creating that kind of third place.
We tend to have a really good relationship with several coffee shops in town, to the point where we'll borrow and lend and things like that back and forth. I don't know all the coffee shops, and I don't know the people that own them or all the people that work there, but the ones that we do know, we have good relationships with.
Definitely it helps having more coffee shops just because it helps the culture grow. We have plenty of people that come here. I mean, even the workers from other coffee shops come here, and I go there. I mean, we support each other. I think it's a good, you know, community.
It hasn't really gone away for like thousands of years, and so it's something that human beings tend to like to drink. If you look at it in the big picture, and then right now it's booming because I think for some reason our culture likes to meet in places like this.
Coffee more or less is a conduit to get to know them, and you start getting regulars in here, you become part of their lives, and likewise they become part of yours. And you see them out in the community, and you know about their families. Really that whole aspect, more or less like a extended family, if you will.
I think people kind of float around and they try out the different coffee shops, and depending on what mood they're in, you know, if they want a little bit more of an upbeat atmosphere, maybe they'll go to classic rock. If they want something a little more quiet to study, maybe they go to the hub. And so it's kind of you know, that neat, you know, no matter where you're at in Springfield, south side, west, east, north, there's a great place close by that you can go and get a good cup of coffee. So.